Hello art lovers and magical folk, it's Fairy Sarah here. I just wanted to say hello and do a little update on what's been happening around here. There's been some news that doesn't affect anybody other than my little bubble that I thought I'd share. And then there's also other fun things. First fun thing is that I have joined Starting Out Solitary as a sub-host. So if you head on over to Starting Out Solitary, you'll see each week really cool topics on paganism discussed, and then once every fourth week and whenever I can, my noggin will pop up and I'll be sharing whatever the topic is for sub week on Mondays. So go over there and like and subscribe and go and have a chat. It's an interesting mix of different witches and different styles of practicing witchcraft over there. It's very interesting. I'm enjoying it so far. I just did my first intro video last week. No, Monday this week. It's been a crazy week, and you want to know why it's been a crazy week? Because we just found out 2 days ago that everybody in the house has to move out. So for everyone who isn't familiar, we moved to Melbourne last year and we've spent the whole year hanging out at my sister's house. Very fortunate to get to live with her and her family. So there's a big giant pile of us that live in this one big beautiful old house in the southeast suburbs of Melbourne, and unfortunately we found out that we all have to leave. So it totally sucks. It's probably about time that me and my husband stopped living with my sister, but the timing is just not perfect. But it's divine, we shall go with it. We are now having to go, where are we gonna live? And it's exciting, and it's also a big what the moving house. I seem to move house every single year now for the last 3 years anyway, so getting good at it. At least this time we don't have to pack up a whole house, or us personally, we just have to pack up our one room. But I also have this art room that is full of all my art making supplies, so we're gonna get started on that now, and yeah, get started on having a look around where we're going to be going. Oh my gosh, it's very interesting. I draw cards for the dark moon. I draw a card for each of the moon weeks for that month. So a card for the dark moon, a card for the first quarter, a card for the full moon, a card for the last quarter, and the cards are to take up kind of like a forecast for that week. I pulled my cards for this month, and it all came up of things to do with change. There was the Hangman, and then there were a couple of oracle cards, and they all had to do with change, and about making, like, this has been what's been brewing. And I remember looking at them, and I've had a few other signs, and you see it, and I'm like, don't really know what that's about. And now that it's here, I'm like, isn't that always the way? So I wanted to show you today, while we're here, I thought I would show you through my colouring in book. So I'm going to just take you for a quick spin, because people say, I've often gotten requests for a longer video of the colouring in book, because all that I currently have shared is like a 6-second quick flip through when it was still in not even stapled together stages, when it was still in construction. So I thought I will flip you around and take you on a tour through the colouring in book, just as something pleasant and sweet to end this video with. Here we have the Colour in World of Handmade Wonderland. This was one of my very favourite creations that I made last year. It's A4 in size. It's got a 300 GSM cover, so it's nice and thick. Here's the back. It's been stapled. I call it a saddle stitch apparently. Don't know what that's about. Whatevs. What else can I tell you about it? It's totally recycled forestry compliant paper. That was an essential component for the printing company I wanted to find, was that it was really good. And not only that, but the printing company also uses soy-based sustainable inks, so that is a little bit ace. I'm just going to take you through some of the pictures. I haven't coloured all of them in yet, but it's just something I like to do sometimes on Friday nights because I'm so cool. Out on the town. Nah, staying home, colouring in. This one's called The Great Barrier Reef, and it was included in Art to Save the Barrier Reef exhibition. Handy hint. I think I want to get this one made into a print. I really love it. Or do a painting of it, seeing it finished. So the interior paper is, oh, I can't remember the amount. It's pretty thick. You couldn't paint on it. I don't know that textures would go through, but I'm just using pencils and watercolor pencils on this. It's a nice feel. It's not papery thin, even though it is paper. Oh, that's my Dr. Dot, just for silliness sake. If you get the colouring in book, it doesn't actually have, you have to do this yourself. So that's it. That was the colouring in book. And if you want to buy your own copy of the colouring in book, I'm going to have a sale over on my Etsy shop. It's usually $25, but I'm going to make it down to $20. A big giant, yay, we're moving house sale. So I'll pop the link in the bottom down there. So that's all for now. I need to go and pack a box by the look of it. I will chat to you very soon. Stay magic. Blessed be.